Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be watching back, I think, the craziest Showdown game that I have played all year in NBA 2K26, my team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're going up against my guy JD, who's a very good player, tier 1. I've played him a bunch of times in the past. He's a very good player. I knew this was going to be a pretty good game, but to be totally honest, I'm kind of just going to skim past the first half because we wound up tied at the end of the first half. We're going to kind of skim through it. I started the game pretty well in this one. I think I was up like 5 or 6 pretty early in the game in the first quarter, but honestly, I did not play well, especially in the second half of this game, until very late in the game. This was a crazy game. Tried to make an intense comeback very late. It was wild. I'm not gonna lie. This is a crazy one. So with that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark of the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's talk about this game. So I did not play very well defensively in this one. He misses that shot right there. We did get a contest on that one, but overall wasn't a very good defensive first quarter anyway. Good shot, or just sorry, first half. Well, really 3.5 quarters, honestly, defensively. I was kind of getting cooked, to be totally honest, as y'all will see. But we got a 3 off. He does not score, I don't believe. No, he does score. He gets a dunk. I get a dunk with Shea. He gets a dunk right back with Embiid, so it's a 6-7. Sorry. I feel like I had a couple of nice possessions here, so we'll watch these next couple possessions and we'll skip into the second quarter. Behind the back here with Shea. Shea, stop and pop. Nice shot. He goes under with Pippen. Can't do that. Shea knocks down the 3. That's a good one right there. I can't remember. Does he score here or not? He runs around with Embiid, gets inside. Kind of, that wasn't a bad pass, but Embiid tipped it. I get it out to Shea. Consider pulling up. Stop and pop instead. He flies by with Embiid. We get ourselves an easy bucket. 12-6 lead. So like I said, an early lead here. He gets a dunk back with Dr. J. I drag back with Shea. Chill. And I reset the offense here with Alex Sarr. Use the screen here off that push cross, push pop. Really nice push pop right there for Alex Sarr to get him a 3, which gives me a 15-8 lead. He gets a dunk. I miss a open shot, unfortunately. He gets out in transition with Shea. Good pass to the corner to Pippen. Knocks down the 3, and now it's a 13-15 game. What happened this possession? I really can't remember what exactly I did here. Try to drive the ball, kind of just got stuck in his body. Oh yeah, I stop and then I run around him. I like stopped and went around him with the LeBron. Just stop and then go, and then got his Shea just a little bit out of position. Got to throw him for a dunk, which worked out. But I give up a dunk right back in transition again. So not an ideal start. We do get a dunk here, I believe, as well with Shea, if I remember correctly. Yeah, turn the corner, get inside. He has to go back out to the pop on Sarr, so we get ourselves a dunk. And then yeah, I think he scores here as well to finish off the quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think so. Oh no, he turns it over. We get a decent look with Shea. Well, not a really particularly good look. Try to stop and pop, get a shot up. Not a very good shot there. But we go into the second quarter up by 4, so not bad. Second quarter was not great. He scores to start the second quarter. I turn the ball over right here. I throw it to the opposite, or right in what I just skipped past right here. I meant to icon A and I iconed B, which was opposite corner. So I turned it over to Dr. J. Not what I intended to do, obviously. He goes right past with Jabari. Not a good take, but unfortunately gets rewarded with free throws. He makes both free throws. I don't think I score here either. He gets a blocking foul on Pippen. But then what happens after this? I feel like I don't score these next couple possessions either. Oh yeah, I turned the ball over here. Or yeah. I don't know what happened. His Shea didn't pick up the ball. He tipped the inbounds pass. It was a lazy inbounds pass by me. Got to be better, honestly. And my Shea runs it down, but grabs it as he's stumbling out of bounds, I guess. I don't really know exactly what happened there, but we go with the bucket. He turns the corner with Dr. J right to the rim. His Opal Dr. J was cooking me. That Opal Dr. J, I mean, Pink Diamond is great, but Opal is insane. That card is so good. And he gets himself to the rim for a dunk there. I come off of the stop and pop middle. Honestly, not the worst look ever. At least I thought not, but apparently not a good enough look. And it's a Scottie Pippen runs right past me to the rim for the dunk. Shea not playing much D, and now down 23-19. We do get a 2. He goes right back at it. I was trying to make sure Embiid didn't get open here. X switch, try to play the slip. Shea steals the pass, which is good, and it leads to a run-out dunk with Sarr. And I'm just going to skip ahead through the rest of the first half because the second half is what I think is really fascinating. We wind up down. How did I? Oh, did I get a 4-point play? What happened here? I'm trying to remember. Oh, no, I'm up 4. What did I do? So I gave up a dunk here at the end of the first half. I guess I missed a shot. He gets out in transition. He gets a dunk. This is the type of thing you cannot do, especially, I mean, this is only a Showdown game, so I wasn't at this point, honestly, all that insanely locked in. I locked in more in the second half, towards the end of the game, especially when I got annoyed. And really annoyed how I was playing. But just force the pass, and I give up a free dunk. Like, that does not, he should never get those 2 points. It's my fault for just turning the ball over, giving him 2 free points. And to me, that specifically was like, what are you doing? Get your head in together. So halftime is 31-31. I wanted to skim through the first half because I didn't think it was very important for the context of this video. The second half we will watch in its entirety because this was a crazy half. Push pop to Bosch. I X-switch it well. X-switch Ingram out the corner onto Bosch as well. Dyson's in front of B-Roy. Click on to make sure we can test B-Roy. And overall, it's a pretty good defensive possession, but an absolute steamer opposite hash from B-Roy to Brandon Ingram. Knocks down the 3, and that was a little annoying because I played a good defensive possession and gave up a 3 at the end of it. Didn't mean to shoot that. That was supposed to be a pump fake right there. I should have just shot it. It was open, but I didn't mean to. And unfortunately, we turned it over right there. He gets a wide open 3 with stick man transition, and just like that, start off the second half down 6 points in 40 seconds. So certainly not great at all, I wouldn't say, but it is what it is. Dyson does get a standing dunk, so we cut it back to 4. But I feel like I was never really able to get back in this game and control until very, very late. Not even in control, that's the wrong way to say it, but I didn't mean to jump there either. I was trying to icon wide Apollo, and I jumped with BI on accident. Again, not what I was trying to do by any means. We do get downhill again with Dyson, but he does a good job of switching it. So we bail out of the pass. Thankfully, we're able to complete that bailout pass at least. Try to turn the corner with AK, but nothing's there. So reset to BI. Come off of this. Stop and pop in the mid-range. Got his BI touching the screen a little bit, which means he's on my hip, so it's an open shot. And because of that, we get our little blinder shot, even though blinders isn't a badge anymore. It's baked into Deadeye these days, and we get a blinder shot for a bucket. Felt like that could have been a block for Young Hansen there, but it is what it is. I mean, his Sigma kind of got inside position, so it happens. And we go right back down by 6. Hit AK. Not the worst shot, I didn't think, but especially with AK's jumper, but apparently it's 20% contest, and I got like a little bit of a load-up animation as well, so not a great shot selection probably there. And unfortunately, just winds up being a bad possession. And that is a really nice shot right there. I X-switch Dyson as he throws it to Bosch, and I don't get a manual contest. He knocks down the 3, and all of a sudden he's up by 8. And at this point, I'm like, okay, come on, I gotta be better. We do get a dunk off the slip to Paulo. Paulo slips behind Chris Bosch. And it's only a 6-point game. Like, the game is obviously not over at this point, but definitely hasn't been a particularly good first couple minutes to the second half. A little bit of a questionable pass to B-Roy there, but nobody's able to really jump it or anything like that. Good X-switch here. Help out the corner a little bit with AK. Now watch the back door. Turns it over. We get the steal. Very good. And this is where I thought I was going to be able to like get right back in the game. Knock down this shot right here. Big 3-ball by BI. And it's like, okay, only down 3. Knocks down 35% contest. He stepped up and manually contested, and we still drilled it because BI is a dog. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're reestablishing. We're going to find our groove. No block there. Back to a 5-point game. It's okay. It's good. Just got to stay composed, play good, because I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay if we can just start to lock back in. But instead, I go up with that. Not a particularly good take. I thought I graded, honestly, but I didn't. And then I throw myself out the play with Young Hansen as well. And now I'm just annoyed at myself because I know I'm playing bad defense. So I paused here because I was like, what is he shooting? Because I know I'm playing terrible defense. I'm making it way too easy. And he's 81%, 75% from 3 so far in this game. Like, I am just making it too easy for him right now. And I look at those numbers and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to play better defense. This is terrible. At this point, I honestly was starting to get a little bit annoyed because I'm like, dude, you're just down 3 again, and now you let him go right back to 7. Like, gotta be better. Good shot by BI again. His B-Roy touches the screen. We get a 3. It's a good shot. Back to a 4-point game. And it's like, okay, can we get a stop? Can we, like, start to string a couple possessions together? Pretty well defended there. We're back in front of B-Roy, and my Paulo reaches in for no reason. The CPU reaches in and fouls. Not what I was looking for there. And he gets a 3 off of this look. Throws it to Bosch. I reach with Young Hansen. I was running forward. I don't understand why the reach animation was like that. He didn't reach towards the ball at all. Honestly, I thought he could have maybe played the passing lane, but at least gotten closer to Sigma, and Sigma drills it in my face. I'm like, oh my gosh. Back to 7. Again, just not good enough. And I think I get stopped, and he scores here as well, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I had a dunk there with Dyson that I didn't take. Blocking foul on B-Roy. 19 seconds left in the quarter. Pass it into Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram downhill drive. Just gets punched by Dr. J because he's an elite defender. He played that really well, and I forced it again. And I give a wide open 3 to Scottie Pippen, and it is a 10-point game to end the third quarter. Very frustrating. Thankfully, Paulo gets a 3-ball, and at least it's only 7. But I'm just so annoyed at myself at this point in this game, honestly. Try to manually contest with AK. Down only 7. Game's still not over, but I'm not going to lie. At this point, I am legitimately irked with myself. Like, I'm legitimately frustrated. We do get ball to start the fourth quarter, so it's only a 7-point game. But just way too many mistakes. And I don't know. Okay, I have no idea what happened here. I handed the ball to AK. And it looks like Dyson dropped it off his foot or something. I have no idea what happened there. That should have been easy. And I don't understand how that's a turnover. So that's a really unfortunate way to start the quarter. He gets another 3-pointer off that. And now I'm down 10 again. Instead of having a chance to score that possession, be down 4 or 5. We're back down 10 and I didn't do anything wrong. So that's frustrating. Because that possession right there, the turnover and then giving up a 3, I really don't think that was really my fault. It's just the way the transition worked out, they gave up the 3. So it's really annoying. But BI does get inside on Jabari. I recognize the inside position. We lay it in. And I mean, at this point, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't exactly super composed. I was kind of annoyed. But the best thing I can do right here is try to stay composed and try to stay smart here down the stretch of this game. It's an 8-point game with 3.5 minutes left, so it's still a winnable game. And he shoots a pull-up mid-range. We do a good job of getting a little bit of a contest with Dr. J, and he misses the pull-up fade. So try to get out in transition here, see if we can get downhill. I actually got past him with SGA as I pass faked, which is a shame. If I just kept going, I would have had it. Hit our pop here, Embiid. Knockdown. That's a big shot. Second 30+% contest. We've greened. We're locked in on our shooting a little bit now. We're starting to hit some shots, starting to play at least decent offense. And he gets a 3. He hits a mid-range, a midi fade right there, right back with SGA. So brings it right back to an 8-point game or to a 7-point game. But at least we've cut into it slightly now. So the goal is just to continue to do so. Little play here. LeBron catches, goes downhill. He's too late with Dr. J. We get a dunk. It's back to 5. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. I feel like we basically traded buckets here for the next like minute and a half, if I'm not mistaken. Horrible D. Awful D. I was so mad at this. Might have been the most annoyed I was this entire game. Was this play right here? Because what am I doing? I click onto Embiid and keep him low. I don't click onto LeBron and X switch this like I could have here to put Embiid on Shea or something. I click on LeBron, but it's late. And I just give up the 3. And it's terrible defense. I didn't need to click onto Embiid there. I gave up a 3 for no reason. And I mean, he took advantage of it, and it's right back to an 8-point game, but it's just like, golly. I honestly should have turned the ball over there too, probably, with how poorly I'm playing. Alex Sarr, thankfully, kind of bails me out. Honestly, that was kind of a checked shot. I was kind of annoyed, and I low-key almost turned the ball over and got a little lucky there. So the game gave me one there, honestly, let me score that, even though it was a bad possession. And then they give me an illegal screen. So they're at least giving me a little something back in return. But I just have not been playing well enough this game, and I'm honestly frustrated myself about it, but at this point anyway. But at this point, I mean, it's also a 6-point game with 2 minutes left, so it's not like the game is over by any means. It's just been a frustrating game. Dex Dr. J out for a little bit of a 3-pointer. Try to get downhill with this off the behind the back, dribble handoff to SGA, be patient, get downhill. Kind of just wound up getting past Scotty. I wouldn't even say that was great offense, but we wound up getting an angle. We got ourselves points, and it's a 4-point game. That'd take 2, so that's a stop, and it's like, okay, we're in this game. We got a real chance now. We got to stop. Coming off of this, open 3, and I brick it. And somehow he gets a 19% contest too. He gets a transition 3 ball, and I'm down by 7 again. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated. I'm so irked. I'm just like, you are just trolling. Just selling this game. But you know what? It is what it is. Hit Embiid, pump fake, hop step, gets downhill. Shea not really able to contest at all. 5-point game still with 1:19 left. It's like, I mean, the game's not over, but this has been one of those games that just like, I feel like I've done everything wrong, especially defensively. It's mostly my fault, honestly, that I'm in this position down by 5. But the only thing you can really do in this point is just fight through it. You know what I mean? Try to fight your best you can and just try to get a stop. Trying to find a way to get a little bit of momentum. Because at the end of the day, it's a 5-point game. And I reach in and foul with Dr. J, which resets his possession, which is even more annoying. Because now he gets the ball back. Dr. J, 5 out. And then I think he ends up with a midi fade here with Pippen, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he calls the screen here. He just fades. That's a tough fade, too. And he greens it. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Bad. I mean, I paused in annoyance, honestly, there. Because it's a good shot by him, but I'm just exasperated that he got that late shot, the shot clock. Shea gets right to the rim, though. He overruns it a little bit with Embiid. We get a dunk. And, I mean, yeah, it was a 7-point game with 45 seconds left in this game. Really aggressive gamble, and he misses wide open with Embiid. Freaking huge miss right there. Throw it to Embiid, over to Dr. J. Dr. J drills the 3, knocks down a contested one. All of a sudden, it's only a 2-point game. Send a little bit of a rotation. That could have been a steal. That absolutely could have been a steal for Embiid on that blitz. But it's okay. We're still fine. He gets a dunk. Okay. It's fine. I don't even know. I think I paused again to see what he was shooting. I was a little annoyed about that potentially as well, but I paused again to see what he was shooting. So I apologize for the pause in this game. I don't generally pause much, but I was frustrated in this game. I paused 3 times in the second half out of different, just either to check the stats or just frustration. He has shot 15 of 19, 7 of 8 from 3 in the second half. And I'm just like, I'm not even really, at this point, this pause, I've just paused like, how can I not get any stops? 37-33 in the second half, but he has missed 4 shots and 1 3. Just made it too easy. And honestly, at this point, it's like, okay, game's probably over. Maybe not, though. 2-point, we get a dunk, 13 seconds left. He gets the ball inbounded to Dr. J. I double, try to rotate with LeBron, reach past him a little bit. Okay. LeBron tips the ball, doesn't get the steal, and so it's a foul. Okay, he's got free throws, whatever. Could have potentially been a steal, but it's fine. Free throws here. He's going to make both of them. And now it's a 4-point game again with 8 seconds left. And so at this point, it's like, okay, game is probably over, right? We call the timeout to advance the ball. Little run around in a circle here, try to get something open off these inbounds actions. Click back onto Dr. J, run to the corner, pump fake. He jumps. I do a step back, and he fouls me from behind. And 1. Opportunity for 3 points now with 5.7 seconds left. We make that. So now with 5.7 seconds left, I can't really double try to get a steal anymore. I just have to foul. So we fouled Dr. J. 4.8 seconds left now. He makes both free throws, just spoiler alert. So I go ahead and call a timeout to advance the ball again. 72-69. Embiid is my worst jump shot here. So you'll notice I throw in Andre Kirilenko for Embiid. More stamina, better shooter. Remember that. Second inbounds play. I have no more timeouts. I have to get a shot here or I lose. It is that simple. Shea running around in a circle. Doesn't get him really stuck. Kicks it in here. I run here. Throw it back. He jumps with Scotty, which he should not have done. He clicks on to Jabari to come play Shea. I throw it back to AK. AK no dip with like no time left to tie the game. And AK drills it from 28.5 feet. I mean, just crazy. And now we're going to overtime. What a freaking wild game. And we go to overtime here in a tie game at 72 apiece. We each scored 41 points in the second half. Not a lot of defense being played overall at all. And unfortunately, he wins the jump ball in overtime. And also, all my players like pressed up the court. I don't know why. And I don't know what. Shea gets stuck, I think, on my Dr. J. Thankfully, it's not a 3 at least, but he gets a 2. It's like, okay, whatever. Settle in. You somehow have a chance to win this game, which honestly is better than I could have hoped for. Braun slips behind Shea. He doesn't click on to play the slip. We get ourselves a dunk. Tie game again. I try to reach with Braun to play a steal. I just haven't gotten any inbound steals this game, but it's fine. X-switch here. I should add that steal too, honestly, with Braun, but it is what it is. Good defensive recovery. Stay in front. It felt like that was good defense, and he gets a bucket. Just an unfortunate possession there where there were a couple opportunities to force turnovers or misses, and we're not able to do so, which is a shame. But again, Sar slips behind Embiid. We get another easy dunk. Now Shea has takeover as well, which is big, and it's a tie game at 76 apiece. At this point, I have played a bad defensive game, but all I have to do is get 1 stop. And Alex Sar comes through in the clutch. Huge stop. AK down the court. Dunks at home. He doesn't generally play the 4 for me, but I'm just leaving him in the game at this point after the shot he just made. And we get ourselves a bucket. And finally, for the first time all game, have a lead. X-switch LeBron back onto Shea. Dr. J's in front of his Dr. J. Got to play good defense here. Make things difficult. He tries to backdoor. I click on Shea, cut off the backdoor to Pippen. Well defended here. X-switch this. Blocking foul. Tough blocking foul there because that was a good X-switch, and I feel like he was kind of boxed there. He gets reset on his possession here, throws it at my Dr. J's face, and gets a standing dunk. I don't know about that possession either, but you know what? It is what it is. 78-78 game. Tie ball game, 50 seconds left. I mean, can't complain too much about it, right? Shea, downhill drive, off that crossover combo, gets to the rim. Another easy bucket. Shea's got 20 and 10 at this point on 60% from the field. Shea having himself a game, man, and we get stuck. I try to rotate with Shea. I should have, honestly, when I recognized that he got stuck right here. This is my bad. LeBron got stuck. I click on to Shea. I should have jumped. I tried to play this passing lane. I didn't get high enough to play the passing lane. I should have just jumped. I think I would have been able to get a contest, or at least potentially gotten a contest. He was going to shoot that every day with Shea with how good his no-dip is. And unfortunately, that gives him a 1-point lead there because I just got stuck, which is very annoying. But it is what it is. He strips my Braun. I didn't even mean to go up. Thankfully, it does not a turnover. We reset the offense here. 23 seconds left. SGA, downhill drive. I feel like that's an and 1, but I guess not. I thought I greened it. Thankfully, Shea at the free throw line with a chance to take the lead. 81-81. 82-81 as we green the second free throw, and just like that, 20 seconds left in the game. 1 stop pretty much wins it. and he gets downhill with Dr. J. I actually switch AK, but it's too late. And look at LeBron James jumping and apparently getting enough of a contest to force a missed dunk. Dr. J misses it. To be fair, we would have had like 12 seconds left to score regardless, even if he made that dunk. So I think we would have had a very good chance to win with how good we were playing offense. But still, at this point, I'm not forcing anything. I'm being patient. I'm resetting. He's forced to foul there with an 82-81 game. We make both free throws with Dr. J. And then I'm up 3. And I'm not going to lie. Generally, in a showdown game, I'm not going to foul up 3. Because it's not that big of a deal. If you get 3, you earned it. In this game, with what I just saw happen to me, I am fouling up 3 with the 3-pointer that I just got off that last possession. And also, I just really wanted to win this game at this point with that comeback because I knew this would be a great video if I was able to win this game. And so he misses the second free throw, which is huge. I mean, obviously, it was going to be a 1-point game. He still would have had a chance to foul and then call a timeout and potentially get a 3 off the inbounds or something like that to tie the game and send it to double OT. We get it to LeBron, or LeBron gets 3 rebound, I should say, just held the ball with him, make both free throws, and that is a 4-point lead, 3.8 seconds left, and the game is over. Forces that, it's not really open, and we wind up winning by 4. Crazy game. We were down 7 points with 45 seconds left in the game, and managed to find a way to win. We shoot 74-58. He shoots 73-75. I played horrible defense for a very large portion of this game, but we wound up winning nonetheless, somehow, some way. Second half wound up being tied at 41 apiece after the first half was also tied at 31 apiece. Although the fourth quarter, I shoot 11 of 12, 3 of 4 from 3, 75%. We win the game in the fourth quarter. I think we won the overtime as well, if we can look at that. He won the third quarter and the second quarter pretty convincingly. And the overtime, do we have the overtime? Did I already click past the overtime? I might already click past the overtime. I'm honestly not sure. I left the recording going for a while. I think I did click past the overtime. Let me see. I want to see what the overtime stats look like as well, real quickly, if at all possible. I think they're in here somewhere. There they are. Okay. Didn't miss a shot in overtime. He missed 3 and he missed a free throw. Got 6 free throws, made them all. He missed a free throw. We clutch up down the stretch, and we find a way to win the game. Crazy, crazy game. I wanted to record a video and showcase this because this was one of, if not the craziest showdown games I have played all year. Massive late game comeback. Insane shot by AK to tie it and send it to overtime. Found a way, man. I almost lost, but we found a way to win. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.